Hey guys, I just want to switch gears here for a second and focus on Earth changes, more specifically the Nibiru phenomenon, which I originally started this channel for. It just so happened that things were escalating over the Middle East so rapidly that I wanted to talk about that as well. But in my opinion, they're all intertwined. The timing of all this is just all connected between the economic collapse, the passing of Nibiru, and World War III. And I'm not the only one who thinks that. So don't call me crazy. In any case, I wanted to talk about. I linked this article in one of my previous videos, but I just wanted to come back to it because I think it's very, very interesting, and we have to be, aware of what's happening with these fireballs. This article came out January 9th, stating that meteor fireballs are increasing exponentially, but nobody knows why. And then this chart down here in the middle, which you can take a look, I'll leave a link. It starts from 2005 and then goes up to 2015. In 2005, there were 500 fireballs recorded for the entire year. In 2015, 9,500 fireballs have been recorded. And right now, in 2016, the uptick has been insane lately. We're getting reports coming, videos coming out on a daily basis. And yes, some of you can say that there are meteor showers going on, but the meteor showers, they peak and then they end. And right now, I think we're in fireball season apparently, but nonetheless, we have to study this chart and we have to look at the statistics and see why there's such an uptick in fireball sightings recently. Are we entering an asteroid, the asteroid belt? Is there debris between us and the moon, or is the Nibiru system indeed about to pass us by and pelt us with meteorites galore? So. Down here, there is a chart just basically from January 1st to January 7th. There were 10 fireball sightings on January 1st and then 200 on January 7th. So just in a week, you've got an uptick of 190 difference there of fireball sightings. So we have to look at that. And then this link right here is from sot.net. I'll leave. It's pretty interesting. You can go to the AMS website and see all the fireball reports, but this one actually has pictures and videos. For instance, this came out today. There was a fireball sighting over Morocco. Australia had one yesterday, and then Euless, Texas, which is just around the corner from me, had a fireball sighting. Florida, France, Italy. I mean, they're just coming out like crazy. So this is an excellent link right here that will show you exactly what time they're happening in what part of the country, and then you got the videos and the pictures, of course. So it's pretty cool. NASA classifying only 10% of potentially dangerous asteroids. This article came out a while ago, but it's just something we still need to touch on. Sorry about that. So NASA's heavily funded tracking program has just a 10% chance of detecting potentially dangerous near-Earth objects. However, the agency is capable of precisely detecting large pieces of asteroids. So anything over like a kilometer or more they can track, but anything under that, they have no idea. So there's 90% chance of one of these smaller asteroids that wouldn't be an Earth killer, an extinction level event, but it would easily level a city and create mass havoc and be some sort of justification reason to conduct martial law and declare martial law across the country and what have you. And we all know that the governments have been preparing for something like that. So could it be an asteroid strike? Could it be the New Madrid or the volcano like Yellowstone popping off? People, like I said, you can say these things are cyclical, but some of these volcanoes that are popping off right now have not erupted in over like sometimes 10,000 years. So we have to wonder why. We have to question that. There are like 50 volcanoes erupting as we speak right now, and then we're getting just massive upticks of earthquakes and sinkholes and mass animal die-offs and all that other stuff. So is it attributed to Nibiru coming in? I do not know. I'm just speculating, but there is a lot of stuff happening, and the Earth changes, and just crazy weather happening across the globe, and we have to question what's happening with that. So, and then of course, the Planet X or Planet 9 article that came out last month, all over mainstream news. For us that follow Nibiru, we're basically calling this out and saying it's a disinformation campaign because they want to throw us off the scent of the fact that the actual real Nibiru system is in fact about to pass us by. Some say this year, some say next year. We'll just have to wait and see. But the fact is that the governments are preparing. They're having drills, and they're coming out in the mainstream news talking about the New Madrid fault line. Could Tennessee experience an earthquake similar to the one in 1800s, which was the biggest quake ever recorded? And then you've got the Pacific Northwest in fear of massive earthquake and tsunami coming out of CBS News. Advanced earthquake resilience. This is the executive order that Obama put out last month to improve the resilience and enhance the capability of essential federal buildings and federal employees. They don't worry, they're not worried about us. This is basically to ensure that there's a good, detection system in place for earthquakes for the government, but they don't give a crap about John and Joe Smith of regular old people in America, which is hilarious to me. And that's what the underground bases are for. We're not going under there. They've got the underground bases for them, for the big fat politicians and the bankers and all those assholes. So CNN, the quake maker you've never heard of, Cascadia fault line, a lot of earthquakes popping off near Alaska and Oregon, and then of course you got the San Andreas through California, which they're saying is way overdue. Both of these are way overdue for a huge eruption. So we have to be prepared for the worst in this case, because, like I said, a lot of these places are way overdue for major earthquakes to hit the region. So, from U.S. News, emergency planners are putting together contingency plans that are intended to lessen the loss of life and damage when a magnitude 9.0 earthquake and tsunami hit the Pacific Northwest. So, just more preparation, more warnings coming out. There's been a lot of talk about a lot of prophecies and a lot of predictions and a lot of visions and dreams coming from all over the place about people having seeing huge, like 100 or 500 foot tsunamis hitting the east and west coast. And me being a researcher, I have to take into account all information, not just what's coming out and not just what is factual, but also on the quote unquote spiritual realm and things of that nature. So to me, I'm a very open-minded person in that respect, and I take it all into account, and I take all the information I can and then form my own opinion, then give it to you guys, and then you guys form your own opinion. So this one is interesting. This came out. This has been in place for a while. This came out in 2014. No other president's ever done anything like this. It's an alert system that gives Obama special code for emergency messages. So basically, if there's some sort of huge, earthquake, disaster, or asteroid, or anything of that nature, he can just flip the switch and come on every single channel on TV and cable and broadcast to the country what has taken place. So that's pretty disconcerting, to say the least, that he actually has something like that in place. So that's about all I got. I'll leave links to all these. Like I said, a lot of earth changes happening, whether you want to call it cyclical, whether you want to say they're just increased reports because of social media. That's up to you, in my humble opinion. And the more the time goes by, the more I'm starting to believe that the whole Nibiru system is in fact real. And if you guys do your research, you might see that as well. So until we see it in the sky for sure, we won't know. But we have to keep our eye on the earth changes and the fireball sightings and earthquake upticks and all that good stuff in the meantime. So that's all I got, guys. Have a good weekend, be safe, and I'll see you next time.